All right, YouTube, this is 2 Cent back with my 2 cents on OCTOPATH TRAVELER. And as you can see here, new 5-star Therese, and she's not out right now. So what had happened is on their main YouTube channel, they put out the wrong video here, and it was supposed to be Primrose, and they put her out instead. So they've since, changed it and, unlisted this video and put up the right one. However, that does not mean that we're not somewhat suspicious of whether or not this is the next character coming. Granted, they could have, 50 different characters, videos all ready to go that are just sitting on their channel unlisted, just, waiting for them to click publish on them. So take this with a grain of salt, but I just thought if she's going to be coming out here soon, maybe people would be interested in seeing what her kit is like. While Sophia is still on the step up banner. That way you can kind of say, okay, do I want to finish the step up, or do I want to wait for this unit? And so this might give you kind of an idea of, which mage you'd like to go for here, which scholar you'd like to have. So let's get into her kit. All right, so taking a look at her stats, the things kind of merit here are her crit and her speed. They're on the higher end of things, which is great. And then she's got a decent amount of SP, as you would need to have for a scholar to be able to use those magic abilities and whatnot there. So let's take a look at her skills. All right, here we're gonna find some really nice things about this unit. We're gonna have as a default skill being able to reveal 1 to 4 weaknesses. That's always just nice to have. And then we're gonna have access to 2 Tome hit single target. I really like that because I do find that there's a lot of things that are kind of weak to Tome, and I'm running with my Sophia, and she can only use Tome as a 1-hitter. At least this gives you access to a 2-hitter in case you run across that in a fight, which is twice as good. So there's that piece. And then we're looking down at a 3-hit lightning AoE. So that's what's going to be really nice, is that it's a 3-hit and it's lightning. So that's super cool. When we do get to the specials and whatnot, that'll turn into a 5-hit. That'll be later on down the road there. And then as passives go, and this is where she's going to kind of change a little bit from Sophia and kind of lose a little bit of an edge, but it is nice that she'll give herself a 30% magic up boost here. So let's take a look at how she does compare against Sophia. You can see here by the stats, once again, those 3 strengths that she has, her SP, her crit, her speed. She does surpass Sophia in all 3 of those. However, in all the other stat categories, she is lower, which includes the base magic damage. So you have to take that into account of whether that extra crit is better than the extra magic that she could have. Now, looking at Sophia here, Sophia, what I think she does that's a little bit better here is she does have a 3-hit that also inflicts the 15% ice defense down to a character. So it kind of allows her to do some multi-hit while also debuffing them. And then she's got access to really nice, strong AoE abilities, especially when she gets her special. It'll be basically the strongest AoE in the game here. And then the best thing about Sophia is her first passive here, while at full HP, self 50% reduced SP cost. So this just is really nice to being able to keep up your SP. When everything costs half, then you get twice as much out of it. So it's really nice, as a sidebar. My Sophia, I run her with an item that restores 100 HP for every turn, and so she is constantly keeping up with that cap. And what I would fear is that Therese could have some SP problems in running those really high-end hits that do take quite a bit of SP. So keep that in mind. So should you pull? In my opinion, if you have Sophia, it's too early in the game to be reaching out and grabbing a bunch of other 5-stars that are roughly of the same job. However, if you do need some good lightning coverage, she does have that, and she's really good at that lightning coverage piece, as well as getting a little bit of that Tome coverage. So if you don't have Sophia, I really would say, consider pulling this unit. And if you don't have lightning coverage, that might be another thing to consider for picking her up. Anyway, that's been my 2 cents.